That's a Hall of Fame terrible take right there.
No, it's not. It's true. It's so true.
What?
Boy just choked. Straight women booty and let the ball go.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you.
LeBron James
puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Irving and Curry. One-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
Oh yeah, but we'll get to explaining and debating in a second. Joseph.
It feels like 2016 all over again.
Oh Lord, it sure do. It sure
really
do.
does. It really does.
I guess really 2017, but I get what you're saying.
Close enough, bro.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
The Miami Heat are irrelevant.
All right.
Golden State is on fire. LeBron's team is looking good, you know.
Cavs are surging. Cavs are in
Cavs,
first
yes,
place.
Cavs are surging.
I don't think my Cubbies are going to win a World Series this year, but
yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah,
about what 90? We got 93
Don't do that.
more years to go.
Don't do that. Cardinals getting up there. Cardinals getting close to approaching 20.
Hey, I'm a Red Sox fan.
Embarrassing. How are you gonna abandon your racist ass hometown team for like the out of town racist ass team?
I got nothing. I don't have an answer.
All right. Well, let's bring it
I
back
like
to
races that I'm not
Joseph.
familiar with, I guess.
Fair enough, I guess. Going with that Wall Street that Jaylen Brown's talking about out there.
Yeah, how's that going? At Black Wall Street.
But all right, Joe, it's been a minute. It's been a couple weeks since couple weeks since we did an episode. It's my fault. I was too tied up last week, but it's all good. We're here now. We've had a couple weeks also since the trade deadline, and we've seen some movement, Joe, from the major players. Your Lakers have been surging. The Warriors looking good. Some of the teams that sold at the deadline looking like some hot dog shit. I'm looking at you, Pat Riley, and these weak-ass Miami Heat. But let's start with some of the positive news here, Joe. And let's talk about your Lakers. Your Lakers have been on fire. They've won 6 straight. Luka is not having his most efficient scoring stretch of his career, but he is making an impact on the game. He's not holding the ball like he had been in Dallas.
True.
LeBron is playing off the ball and it seemingly has more energy to do a lot more different things. So tell me what you think about your Lakers, Joe. There's a lot of hype right now. Technically the 2 seed right now. I believe they are tied with Denver, but hold the tiebreaker. So what are your thoughts on the Lakers right now? 6 straight wins. Luka getting back in the fold.
Can they hold up the defense? That's what I really want to see. I don't believe that's going to happen, especially without a true big like that. That's the scary part. Because I've been watching these games. There's a lot of times LeBron's not playing defense. That's why you get a highlight all the time where LeBron's getting these long passes from Luka, because he's sitting there chilling because he's not running back on defense. He's just not going to do it. So it depends on LeBron. If he can pick and choose his spots, he's not going to be able to do that in the playoffs. But I'm cool with it right now because he can coast, because Luka's doing his thing. Luka's passing ball, he's diamond. You can tell Luka's having fun playing basketball. And I think that's all you really need from Luka. If Luka's having fun playing basketball and he's enjoying his time, then he's gonna play defense when he needs to. He's gonna do the right stuff. I think the Lakers fine. I think they're gonna keep up right here. I think they need to find a way not to play Denver early on. That's their only worry, and it's looking good. So
yeah, I watched a lot of that game against their most recent game against Denver, which they won, and won actually fairly convincingly.
They did.
It was interesting to see how well the Lakers defended Jokic without having a real big. Now, a lot of that work had to be done before he caught the ball.
Yeah.
They were not letting him catch the ball in the spots, and if he started getting too deep on his post up, then they fronted him to make the pass a little harder. Now that creates a lot of having to help the helper and a lot of scrambling. But the Lakers have they got a lot of wings guards that are very willing to just play a bunch of defense. LeBron, I'm not actually not gonna get on him for the cherry picking. Yes, he has done some cherry picking, but I would say a lot of defensive possessions. He's actually playing.
He has played good defense.
He's playing actually pretty good defense. I think JJ Redick might be overselling his defense a little bit.
For sure.
Talking about he's playing at all defense. Like, all right, relax, JJ.
He's playing good. He's playing good.
But he is playing good defense. Their defense is effective. Their defense is effective because they are daring people to make a lot of threes, and so far they're not making them. Now, some people will call that luck. The extreme hater will call that luck. The extreme optimist will deny it's even happening. Somewhere in the middle, there's probably a little bit of luck for the Lakers that some of these aren't going in. But I also think they're doing a good job of who they're allowing to take.
Agreed.
These, right? They're not letting the snipers get these just wide open looks. They're doing a good job running those types of players off and forcing mediocre 3-point shooters to make volume threes. And you're going to run to a night one of them gets hot, and that's going to
they played the Clippers last night, and Kawhi played
2 games
40-something minutes for his first time since 2023 and scored 33 points, and they were still able to beat the Clippers. So,
yeah, 2 straight wins against the Clippers.
So the defense may not be just a trend or a fad.
It's been happening. It's been happening too long for it to just be luck.
Right.
Like, it's been happening for it's been happening pre-Luka.
It was. You're right.
Like the defensive stretches has been happening pre-Luka. So I think there's reason to be hopeful.
We're 2 seed. Why are we beyond hopeful? What you mean? We were just a borderline play-in team. What are you talking about? Hopeful. This is LA you talking about. LA fans, we beyond hopeful. What you mean?
No, I'm saying there's legitimate reason, not just the pie in the sky.
A month ago, I was like, damn, I don't know if LeBron ever gonna win another championship.
I don't know that I would gain that much confidence the other way if
Luka got to the finals last year, bro.
They got a chance.
They say he was fatting out of shape. With Kyrie.
He did. The
second best player on the Lakers is LeBron James. How are you supposed to compete against that in the playoffs?
Yeah, I've heard some people in national media trying to throw that phrase. I don't know that I buy that. I don't know.
Luka's not better than LeBron yet. That's fair. I'm okay with that.
I don't know I don't know that I actually buy that because here's the thing. The thing that you could say about LeBron in terms of what he's declined is his defense. Luka don't play no damn defense. Luka's probably a bit better of a shot creator right now, but
LeBron's going to be a better 3-point shooter at this point. I'm not LeBron. I'm just saying, dude.
I think Don Connect probably got.
I'm talking about against Luka.
Yeah. No, LeBron's been playing well. Luka has not been. Again, he's not been scoring very efficiently. And part of you wonders, is this him getting adjusted to not just being so ball dominant where the ball is just pounding? Like I don't know that it might take a little getting used to for Luka if he's going to actually give into that. What I was going to say though, the thing that will be telling to me is when we do get to the playoff time, can Luka still do that? Can Luka remain this more selfless player and allow the offense to continue to run?
LeBron's not, and JJ Redick aren't going to allow him not to. It's not Jason Kidd out there talking.
I hope so. Oh, I actually did want to bring that up today, Joe. Is this an indictment on Jason Kidd? Because theoretically, this should be less of a match in terms of just the 2 stars, right? This should be less of a match than Luka and Kyrie.
Giannis is the only player I ever heard say some good things about Jason Kidd. So, as a coach, so maybe I don't know. That's a good question. I've always read articles and had questions about him.
There's also Rick Carlisle though got bounced up out of there with Luka. And Rick Carlisle.
We see what Rick Carlisle's no nonsense type of coach though too. He was probably wasn't trying to fuck with that Luka.
It's probably one of those scenarios. It's probably one of those scenarios where it's a little bit of both.
Because look what Rick Carlisle did with the Pacers.
Yeah, they're playing good. They're playing good.
Tyrese Halliburton is finally playing good.
Yeah, he's starting to look like he's kind of get back to himself a little bit, which is good to
let
see.
some of them snow bunnies go.
He
only got one instead of 3.
You know, I mean, he had to go teach Tyrese how to play basketball a little bit the other night before they choked against the Knicks last night. Let's talk about former Miami Heat, though. Jimmy Butler and his new team. Steph Curry, since Jimmy Butler has gotten there, he's looking a lot more, like you said earlier, he's looking a lot more 2016-ish. He's looking a lot more 2016-ish once Jimmy's gotten there. You dropped 56 on the Magic in a big game where Paulo also had a really, really good game, but just couldn't quite keep up with Steph. What do you make of the Warriors, Joe? I told you right when the trade happened. My instant reaction was they're a title contender.
I don't know if they're a title contender because I think they need Steph to drop 50 damn near every night. Like, that's going to be tough. I don't know if Steph can do it or sustain that throughout the playoffs. The man is up there in age. It's not like he's young. It's not 2016 and 2017 no more. Like, and he doesn't have Klay Thompson, somebody else who can take some of that pressure away from him. I like to see what Jimmy Butler can do. I think he needs a fourth quarter opportunity, but see if what he does.
I'm sorry, he doesn't have who to take the pressure
Klay
off
Thompson.
of him? We acting like he didn't get an upgrade in terms of somebody that can take the pressure off of him?
No, Jimmy Butler is old too. Jimmy Butler is old too. Don't do that. No.
Why do you think it's a coincidence that Steph's all of a sudden able to score better now once Jimmy got there?
Man.
It's because people actually got someone else to pay attention
not
to.
a little. Yes, I'm saying, yeah, that does help. Yes, I'm agreeing, but it's not like he's drawing it like Klay Thompson used to. I'm just saying,
my brother in Christ.
They need to play a close game. I need to see what happens going down the fourth quarter stretch in a close game in a playoff type atmosphere before I can say they contender. I don't believe it. Steph's not dropping 50 every night.
We're buying the goddamn Lakers.
Yes, I'm buying the Lakers. Absolutely, because they have LeBron and they have a young Luka.
No big man.
Yes, and
40-year-old
yes,
LeBron,
no big man, and they have proven so far it looks good.
But 36-year-old Curry's
hell yeah,
36-year-old Curry
to drop 50 every night.
40-year-old
because the 40-year-old LeBron's the second best player on the team, so he don't have to do it every night.
Like Curry, first of all, Curry don't have to average 50 points a game. He's averaging like 25 since Jimmy got there.
I'm saying, and when the playoffs,
that's very sustainable.
Okay, bro, you got it, bro.
And you know what? And you know who ticks up when the playoffs get here. You know who ticks up when the playoffs get here. We know the ultimate playoff ricer. He's now in your division. He's now on your conference.
Okay.
The Celtics boogeyman's out.
Who else?
About to be the Lakers boogeyman now.
Who scares you though? Okay, after Steph,
Jimmy.
That's 20.
Jimmy took 2 from your boy with nobody on his team in the finals.
Bro,
he better scare you.
That was a long time ago. They don't have a bench either. I'm just saying the Warriors don't scare me in the playoffs. I'm saying they're a good team. They a legit threat. They not a playing team no more. They a playoff team. They're not a playing team no more. Like they a good team, but I'm not saying they Western Conference. They gonna sit there. They can beat OKC. Can they beat Denver? I don't know. I don't think so.
Hey, I'm telling you right now.
Can they beat the Timberwolves? Confirmed. No, I'm just playing. Nah, but I don't think they can't beat Denver. They can't beat Denver.
Why not?
They don't. Who gonna guard Jokic?
Who on the Lakers?
Nobody, but they did a decent job. At least I seen them try. Them try recently.
Didn't the Warriors just beat them too?
They did. Yeah, I guess the niggas are struggling. But man, the Warriors, I thought they good. They just not playoff contenders, bro. They can win a series in the playoffs.
I told you when the trade happened, and I'm even more confident now.
And what did I say? I said they're a playoff team.
They're gonna be in the Western Conference Finals.
So it's gonna be Lakers, Warriors in the playoffs.
Could be
because they meet.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
If they meet the Lakers in the first round, they're gonna lose.
Boy, they'll pack your little Lakers up.
Crazy.
They would pack the little Lakers up.
Crazy. This man done turned into a Golden State Warriors fan.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I've watched their games. I watched their games, And it's
They
like
are good, but Steph Curry going crazy, bro. Don't act like Steph Curry.
He went crazy.
Crazy like 2 games. What are you talking about? He dropped 50 and then he dropped another 40-something game. What are you talking about? Come on, bro. Making all these threes. He's shooting like he's shooting like he was shooting back in the day, man.
Oh my God. Steph Curry.
No, but he's making it's the way.
No, he'll never do that in the playoffs.
Come on, bro. We know he's always made threes, but you know what I'm talking about. Them threes that he make where the crowd go crazy. He turn around skipping and
gold medal stuff.
Yeah, that's what he's doing right now. Yeah, that's what he's doing right now. Yes. It's just
Jimmy Butler ain't never played with a man that got him that much space.
That's true.
And Curry has never played with somebody that
they only have 2 scorers though. Who's their third option? Who's their third option? Who's their third option?
They don't need a third. They don't need a third option.
Okay.
They need people to make timely shots. Don't get me started. I'm so glad he wasn't part of it. I'm so glad he was not part of the deal to the Heat.
They're gonna be Draymond. They're gonna be Kuminga.
I think I was watching their game. I was watching that game against the Magic, and I had to double check my league pass of which stream I was watching because I was like, I know this can't be the Warriors stream that I'm listening to right now with what this announcer. He said, "Yeah, I really think that the Warriors need Draymond to get back to being a scorer." I said, "Get back to
what? Get to 10?
We talking about Michigan State?" I was like, "We talking about Michigan State? Draymond
back in the double digits? Oh yeah, a scorer.
A scorer. I couldn't believe it, but nonetheless." All I think the Warriors need, they need Buddy Hield to make some shots. They need, just Moody to make some shots. What's his name? Looney to just be a solid big man, finish
and
around the rim.
The Lakers need
they're not gonna need
all the Lakers need is Austin Reeves to make some shots.
No, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers made a run. I would not be surprised. I was skeptical when it first happened.
There's no size.
I'm not a big fan of Luka and how Luka has played in the past. But he's not. He's given up a lot of that usage, and I think it's been fantastic.
Wouldn't you too?
JJ Redick might.
How giddy would you be if you got traded and you had to get to play with LeBron and you was a kid? You grew up watching LeBron.
Yeah, I need to see him in the playoffs.
I'm doing whatever LeBron tells me to do.
That high usage bullshit. But hey, Warriors Lakers, that could be the Western Conference Final. That'd be
plus, JJ Redick's not gonna let him do that. JJ Redick took that ball out of his hands.
Look, I love JJ, but that's a first year coach. I don't.
that's JJ Redick.
LeBron, he's gonna need. It's got to be JJ with like LeBron.
For sure. For sure.
He needs that buy-in from the other star. But let's go to the East, Joe. The Cavs have won 10 straight. A deal that I think we both liked. You liked it a lot more than I did.
Told ya.
But DeAndre Hunter put up 32. He put up 32 the other night to help them get their 10th straight win. In those 10 straight, they had a big 22-point comeback against the Boston Celtics. I think the real question here is, Joe, because we've seen how the Knicks have shit their pants every time they've played the Cavs.
Ain't nobody worried about the Knicks.
So ain't nobody worried about anybody else in the East besides those two teams. Do you think the Cavs can actually challenge Boston?
Earlier in the season, I said it's some bullshit. Ain't nobody worried about the Cavs, but I think they got the way they've been building their team to build with the depth to compete with the Celtics. I think they right there, man. If they can keep this up, and the Celtics ain't something gonna happen to Porzingis. It's like
it is worth pointing out, Jrue Holiday has been out now for a minute and is expected to come back. So that is a big piece. While the Cavs were chirping a little bit, I guess Tatum had said something in the first half or something en route to his 39-7 first half, which is insane. And then even more insane that he ended up losing.
But
they started chirping a little bit, like,
bro.
Because, what'd you say? Blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, all right, cool. 41 from D. Mitch is fantastic.
Not doing that with.
They got a guy for you, though.
Yeah, but then DeAndre Hunter can drop. But if DeAndre Hunter can do what he did.
No, yeah, that was
matters.
The talk, right?
Yeah, you're right, though. I see what you're saying.
That was the talk at the trade deadline. It was like, okay, does that give them enough?
I didn't think so either, but
I didn't even think the Celtics should even worry about them. It is looking good. I still don't really think they're going to be.
Because they're the Cavs.
That is, and That is part of it. Like, that's part of the calculus. I think it's hard to get that.
But they're
out your
so
head.
big, though, bro. They got the length and the versatility. They got so many different people that they can throw at Jaylen Brown and Tatum. There's just so many different people they can throw at them. And then if they can also have options to score, like Darius Garland, Mitchell, Hunter, they got, man, the bigs can score when they need to score. Like, Evan Mobley can freaking like really develop and keep going, they're gonna be scary, bro.
They got a lot of good pieces. They're a very complete, well put together team.
They don't have that superstar though.
Who's gonna be the guy? Like, Donovan Mitchell has had some legendary playoff performances. I don't want to act like
he's had some pretty bad ones too. Some 6 for 26s and shit.
So that's the one we got to see. But then the ultimate inflection point, the person that will prove to be kind of the inflection point to me, is Darius Garland.
Yeah.
I like the player a whole lot.
I think he's little, bro.
They go at him a lot. A lot. And the thing that the Celtics thrive on is creating
mismatch
advantages in offense. So they get that one mismatch, they get in the paint, it's going to be a dunk or it's going to be kicked around for a lot of open threes, and you better hope that they're just missing threes for 4 straight games, or for 4 games out of 7 if you're going to beat them with somebody who has been as bad at the perimeter as Darius Garland has been specifically this year. So that's my ultimate hesitation. The Celtics don't have that guy. They don't have that weak link at the perimeter. So
that's fair.
We'll see.
That's fair.
Let's talk about some sad news, Joe. Wemby is done for the year. He has a blood clot in his shoulder. I think a lot of basketball fans probably get a little nervous about that one because that is a very similar, at least, diagnosis to what ended up making Chris Bosh retire. So hopefully it does not go that way for Wemby. It doesn't sound like anyone believes it's going that way, but they are going to definitely shut him down for the season. Worth noting as well, Popovich is also not going to come back this season as he deals with his recovery from his stroke. So kind of a crazy, unfortunate situation for San Antonio, especially that, they just made the exciting move to get Fox at the deadline. So Joe, what do you kind of make of this? Right move? Yeah. I think we obviously got to say it's the right move to shut him down. To be
losing
careful,
is a bitch, dog. Cause a lot of stress. Money nice, but losing must be a bitch. Cause goddamn, how they both? That's crazy. Like, but Wemby be all right. From what everybody's reporting, it's not like Chris Bosh. It's a shitty situation because you kind of want Wemby to. I mean, we know what he can be, but you can tell he just really hasn't really clicked where he knows his move, his spot to get to every single time, and you can't stop me. I'm gonna get to my spot, and you can't stop me. I know every counter. He hasn't really got that yet offensively. We know what he is defensively, so I think this is gonna hurt him a little bit because he needed that repetition in that game time, and not having Pop there hurts him too because that development was gonna help out a lot. And now it's just gonna be De'Aaron Fox and fucking up the chemistry. Because this is just going to be De'Aaron Fox show. It's going to be sprints up and down the court. It's just going to be a whole bunch of one-on-one selfish ball. So this could be real bad for the whole team's development. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully next year they'll get it together. It definitely puts a damper in the process. Like next year, now I'm looking at them. Maybe they're going to be a play-in team instead of a threat in the playoffs. In the first-round threat in the playoffs, they're just going to be a play-in team.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'll get to see how the roster fills out as well.
That's true. They're going to be a draft pick. That's right.
Yeah, the underlying thing here is they're probably going to be in the lottery now, so they could theoretically potentially get somebody good to put with them. If they get Cooper
Flag, that shit. That shit would be crazy. Like no way, bro.
Yeah, this sucks because he was having a pretty good year. We did one of the episodes earlier where we talked about. I think I made the topic of, is he overrated? And I said yes, I think he is overrated just because I feel like people are putting him in a tier that he just has not put himself into yet. We all hope he gets there. It looks like he might, but yeah, this sucks in terms of the development of getting there. Cause like you said, Joe, like he has these games and these plays and these moments in games where he looks fantastic. And you're like, oh my God, I don't know how you ever stop this guy. but then it just he just somehow disappears from the game from time to time, and really just continuing his development, how you really put your total imprint on a game. You don't let the game get away from you. You don't let those moments happen to where you don't touch the ball for however long. And that's not all on him. That's on, one, probably Popovich's absence from the team and him and his health scare, but also just having a lot of other young guys. They tried to make some veterans this year, but yeah, it's just an unfortunate situation. Hopefully he recovers and is all good. It sounds like you said, it sounds like they're not too worried. Obviously, Bosch's was in his lung, so a much different situation than his shoulder. But yeah, it kind of sucks. And yeah, they're falling very quickly in the Western Conference standings.
That's the shit. It seems
they're
not good, bro. They're not good.
Let's talk about another big that's getting shut down for the season. And this will be so shocking to everyone as someone who has only played 51% of the games he's been eligible to play. Joel Embiid is getting shut down for the season by the Philadelphia 76ers. They did some more imaging on his left knee. They saw some stuff that leads them to believe that they need surgery to really, really fix it. I mean, with where their season is at right now, it seems like the obvious decision to make to shut him down. Joe, what was your reaction to when you heard that Embiid was going to be done for the year?
I hate this dude, bro. I'm glad. They just need to let it go. It's a wrap. Don't bring him back. Paul George might as well sit down too. It's a wrap. Just dust everything up and throw it in the trash. Jack, you messed up. You should have traded him, but he ain't have no value right now. So you just I don't know what you can do. You got to scrap it up and just develop around Maxey. We've been saying this. Like, he's just a player. He's not conducive to winning. He always has an attitude when he knows what's going on in this situation. He put all this on himself, but he doesn't want to take accountability. He was gonna say,
"You got a second-year player telling him, hey, buddy, why don't you?"
Yeah, facts. And then he's sitting there saying that, hey, man, I just don't. I need to just sit down. I just don't think this is gonna get fixed until I have surgery. No, motherfucker, you should have had surgery in the off season then. But instead of lollygagging around with the Olympic team, like, I don't understand. Everybody knew he was hurt. You could see that he was hobbled in the Olympics. And then you're gonna come back, and then now you want to sit after you come back for a couple games? No, bro. It's a all bad situation. They need to dust it. They need to wash their hands of him. Same with Paul George. It didn't work. They need to fire the higher ups as well. Whoever keeps making these decisions. Daryl Morey, exactly. I forgot it was Daryl Morey. Sure was. He needs to go because he keeps making bad decisions. Like, I get it. You trying to do things differently. You thought it was gonna work. Try to go total opposite of the process and bring Daryl Morey in, who likes to spend money and is player friendly. But he's made the wrong options. So y'all are trash, and y'all can continue to be trash. That's just Philly.
Yeah, an interesting report came out saying apparently the league office, or not the league office, the ownership was not sold on the contract for Joel Embiid, giving him another max deal. But Daryl Morey really advocated for it and pushed. Now, I don't know how true that is. That was spouted on
He did the same shit for James Harden.
But yeah, I mean,
Rockets,
he does seem very loyal to his, the superstar player on his team. It's just one of those things where, well, it's like you got to pick the right one at the right time. Like, you can't just every time somebody might leave, you can't just give in.
Well, facts.
I think obviously Pat Riley has taken too hardline of a stance for the Heat sometimes, but it does, at least I will give him this much credit. It does avoid situations like this, because this is a dumpster fire. Like, this is, you just spent all of this money for Paul George to back up a huge deal to Embiid. I mean, it looks terrible. Like, right now, if the 76ers tried to trade either one of them in the offseason, I don't know what you would get for them.
Me either.
Like, who wants to take those contracts? Nobody does. So yeah, I mean, they're in a
stuck
really
with them
bad
for
situation
2 years
right now.
then, at least.
Yeah, I mean, they basically got to make sure, they got to basically just say, well, fuck it, we're gonna try again next year and hope for the best and hope.
And they don't even have room to bring anybody in.
Oh yeah, you're stuck. You got mid-level exception, those types of deals. Like, you ain't getting nothing else. don't get nothing else out of them. That team is their best bet is hoping that McCain comes back healthy, takes a step, Maxey continues to ascend, and they somehow just figure out how to get
the good news.
Joel Embiid healthy enough and make sure that Paul George doesn't get bored with basketball.
The good news is Paul George is stepping away from the podcast game for a little bit to focus on basketball.
He said it's the focus on winning a championship. I saw somebody posted a meme right after that. Said, "Well, that's good. We'll never have to hear podcast again."
That's great.
True, because he's scoring.
Hell no, it's over. It's a damn shame.
Shit.
That used to be some people's freaking superhero. I try to tell you, I man wouldn't know that.
Well, I swear, PG-13.
He's player all right. Man, y'all crazy. Crazy.
Got packed up in Indiana. That's all you just always getting packed up somewhere.
Yep.
But
it's a lucky shot.
Joe,
it's a lucky shot.
Bad shot.
Oh, bad shot.
Bad shot.
Oh yeah.
Which makes that even funnier. Let's talk about another team in the East though, Joe. They've been ascending. I think JB Bickerstaff deserves probably it's probably him or JJ for Coach of the Year in terms of just exceeding expectations. But buy or sell, the Pistons are a real threat in the East.
I'm selling it. They can't win a first round in the playoffs. They too young. They scare you though. They gonna bully you. They gonna play good, solid defense, and there's gonna be games where like, oh man, this first quarter, second quarter was tough, but I think the experienced teams in the East gonna end up beating them out. Like they just too young. They haven't been there before. It's too big of a jump. It's gonna be a great experience for them. They'll make the playoffs, and they may get a win just out of their defense alone at a home game. But
Joe,
that's it.
Let me just throw it to you this way, because I would find this to be a hilarious first round matchup. Right now, if the playoffs started today, they would play the New York Knicks in round 1.
Ooh,
I could see him winning that.
I can see them winning. I can see Karl Anthony Towns being punked and being scared, but Jalen Brunson's not. I feel like he'd be fine. Like, and Josh Hart, I feel like it'd be some close games. I can see it going 6 games, but I'm still taking the Knicks.
I could see the Pistons. I would probably take the Knicks.
The Pistons too young, bro. I could see the Pistons. They won like 2 games last year, bro. Come on.
Hey, they got the veteran leadership with Tobias Harris, okay? But
yeah, Tobias Harris is gonna do in the playoffs. Not a damn thing. He gonna collect his paycheck. That's it.
Hey, he might have just been on a.
That man made $300 million and never made an All-Star game.
He might have just been on a cancerous team. All right, we gotta see.
He's never made an All-Star game anymore.
Get him away from the Philly stuff. But no, yeah, I'm going to sell them as a real threat in the East, but I do think they're an exciting team, and I do think they will be an annoying team come playoff time because and
you might get punched on at you because Isaiah Stewart is fucking crazy. I'm just saying.
But hey, Cade Cunningham is on his way though.
Mellow Yellow.
Cade's on his way. He has been
Mellow
putting up some serious numbers this year, and he's been
I get it.
He's been hooping.
I get it.
All right, one last buy or sell, Joe. This one hurts me a little bit to even talk about.
Sizzling.
But yeah, are the Suns cooked?
With popcorn popping?
They are currently outside of the play-in. Yeah,
cooked like the desert sands. Cooked. They are fucked. They are done. They garbage. No team chemistry. They should have traded Devin Booker. Devin Booker.
He pronounced
ain't done shit. That's what they should have done. They should have kept KD and they should have kept Beal and traded Devin Booker because the shit ain't working. They should have just blew all that shit up because obviously HBO's not scared to spend money. May do something different because the team is buns. Yeah, Devin Booker ain't won shit. We need to just accept it. He's a really good player, but he is not better than fucking Jamal Murray. They the same category. They in the same category. Can light you up one night and then disappear for a month. Devin Booker hasn't won shit. So they cooked. Fucking cooked. Embarrassing. This is embarrassing. They got KD. KD, man, should have went. He should have went to Golden State. Talking about he vetoed that. He wanted to stick it out and finish it off. Man, cooked, bro. I'm starting to believe what Stephen A. Smith say. He ain't a leader, bro. KD just go to work
You mean
and shoot
starting
up.
to believe?
Man, I believe that shit. I really believe that shit. KD don't give a fuck about what nothing else happened on the court but what he did. He's like, I did my job, bro. These fucking niggas tripping, bro. I don't know what else to tell you. That's exactly how you act, and that's why they losing.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
They suck.
Yeah, they 310 degrees done, bro. They well done. They burnt. They crispy. They're over with.
They well done.
Yeah, they passed well done, bro. That shit got left in the oven for a day.
It's bad.
Charcoal.
And they have Bol. They got so much versatility and options offensively and defensively. They can do so much shit, and they suck. They can be so.
I know you're not just.
I'm dead ass. Dude, could you imagine going out there? You got to play KD, Bol. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I can imagine not being very scared of it.
You should be. Bol is good. Bol is Wemby. What are you talking about?
Oh my lord! All right, Rashad.
What's the difference?
All right, Rashad.
What's the difference?
All right, Rashad.
If you have a real coach, you tell me. I guarantee JJ can figure out how to use Bol.
I mean, maybe a little better than what Budenholzer's doing, but he ain't gonna be nothing. He ain't gonna be nothing but a little role player.
Yeah, but he could be a. Why can't he be a Clinton Portis? Not Clinton Portis. God, Bobby Portis. Why can't he be a Bobby Portis?
So, wrong sport. About a foot and a half too tall.
Definitely wrong sport. Why can't he be a Bobby Portis?
He don't got that dog in him. Come on, Joe.
Coach got to make him excited to play.
To be Bobby Portis, you got to have a mentality about you.
I don't need him to have that mentality.
That mentality does not exist.
It does not, though. Give him the ball, though. Just he stretched the floor. He'll block. You got to make the game exciting for him, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They should be good, dog.
Joe, here's why I want to now pivot this, since we both do agree that they are so beyond cooked. Let's just step back and reassess, right? They went to the finals. They had Mikal Bridges. They had Chris Paul. They had Devin Booker. Now, I do have
more than that, though. Who else did they have? They had Cam Johnson.
I mean, yeah, they had DeAndre Ayton was still on the team.
I mean, they had a lot of role players.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with any of that. What I'm getting at, though, Joe, is they put all these chips in the middle, right, to go get Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Should they have just stuck it out with Chris Paul after they made their run?
No, because Chris Paul fucked them in the finals because he was hurt. I would have done the same shit. Like, here we go again. It was just going to be the same thing every time, so you had to move on. And who wants that contract? If you can move on from that contract, move on from it. At that time, that contract was ridiculous. Now it's nothing, but...
I mean, 2 or 3 teams have moved on to that same contract. That's all I would say. But I just think it seems like they really screwed themselves when they got away from the overall structure of what they're
doing. And they had to get rid of DeAndre Ayton because he quit on the team in the playoffs. I mean, in the finals.
I mean, I don't know how much I actually buy that he quit. He was not very good, but at the end of the day, they have been terrible since they made the move.
That's true, though. Well,
and I think part of the problem is the thing that was working for them was Devin Booker was the lead scorer, but then they had all these other guys around him that could do the little things, could do the dirty work, play the defense, do all those types of things, right? They went and got Jay Crowder right after that. That was another one of the role players, right? Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges. You had all these guys that would play defense, could make some timely shots, and they really won games with their defense versatility, and then they had a bucket and Devin Booker. And then they had Chris Paul that could control the game. Now they've tried to go all in on these superstars, and they have not figured out the combination of role players to put around them. Their stars have also been very injured. Like it's just been a whole hot mess. So I'm just saying, Yeah, no chemistry. They went from having max chemistry to zero chemistry.
And then they were like, "Hey, we have 3 offensive players. Let's bring in defensive-minded coaches, and then let's bring in Mike Budenholzer, who's a terrible coach." Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, I don't know why you thought that was a good idea. Like, I get it. You felt bad for what's his name because the Lakers fired him, but we all knew that like he wasn't a good coach. Come on, man. Yeah, Frank Vogel. Come on, bro.
Yeah, just been a series of unfortunate events there.
Not the 2010 Pacers.
What do you think? Well, I mean, it seems like obviously Kevin Durant's going to get traded now in the offseason. What do you think the return is going to be for him?
Well, I don't know, man. 30. He's gonna be 37, 38.
37,
37.
Because he's still. I mean, he's still putting.
He's still KD.
Like he's still playing.
He's still
really
KD.
Good. But it's like you got to look at like the totality of these teams that he keeps leaving. It's like you're not.
And where he gonna want to? Yeah, I don't know. He gotta put somewhere where he can plug and play. Like where I know
a place.
I know you're gonna say Miami, but that's not gonna work. That's not gonna
Yeah,
work.
honestly, I don't know if KD is
not gonna.
Mentality. I mean,
that's not gonna work.
It didn't seem like he was against it at the trade deadline. He seemed like he was fine with it, but yeah, I don't. That would be interesting.
He needs to just go to the Wizards. Go home.
I saw some people floating that. Who
go home?
Some former, one of the former players threw that out there recently. Who was that? Was that Boogie?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
It was someone on Gil's show, I'm pretty sure.
Probably was then. I was going to say go home, bro, because I don't know what to tell you. Or go play with Kawhi. That's something the Clippers would do. They'd probably give you a lot. They'd probably give a lot to the Suns for that.
Maybe.
Or if the Suns. Joe. Or the Zion for KD. That'd be great. That'd be great.
All right, Joe. You know how we end this show. We choose love. We choose violence. What you got?
Look at that transition. Was beautiful. I should have told you to get the picture, bro. I'm gonna have to shout out Jeff Teague podcast for this one because this shit was hilarious. I was looking at it before we started. Have you seen Zion Williamson's new tattoo?
No.
This motherfucker got a tattoo on his fucking belly. Why they say it look like he got a C-section? Why people say how many kids deep is Zion? Why would this dude? Come on, bro. I gotta give violence to you. Why everybody talking about your weight and how fat you are, and you finna get this big ass Naruto tattoo on your fucking belly button that is like a fucking spiral circles going around your belly button, bro. You gotta be smarter than that, Zion. Like, I think give up on Zion. They need to give up on Zion. I'm done with it. Like, he's a bust. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Y'all hyped him up too much. He may be good in about 4 years when he disappeared for a little bit and then he popped back up again. But it's a wrap, bro. I don't even get excited when they say Zion gonna play because I just don't believe he gonna play. Like, so I'm giving all violence to Zion. Get your shit together, bro. Like, your mind obviously still not focused. All this shit going on and you still fucking around, bro. Like, and we met at Luka. At least Luka went to the NBA Finals, bro. He could be out of shape. He went to the finals. Your ass out of shape and you fucking pull a hamstring getting out of bed and can't play. But you got time to get tattoos on your motherfucking belly, nigga. On your belly.
Oh god, I can't believe I didn't see that.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up for you, bro. I should have had it ready.
Yeah, I'm choosing violence, Joe. And I'll get over it eventually. I promise. But Pat Riley ain't done catching strays from me. I don't know.
Why did they say it look like he got a C-section?
Zion. Oh,
no. Why? Bro. Why?
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna just move past that. But yeah, I'm choosing violence. I'm choosing on Pat Riley. Because since he decided to piss Jimmy Butler off, I've seen the Heat choke away fourth quarter lead after fourth quarter lead because they don't got the guy to close out the game anymore. Hero is making some big shots.
Always gets his payback.
LeBron
Always gets his payback. Always gets his payback.
That was a funny story that Dwayne Wade told. But yeah, man, this team is so frustrating to watch. Now they have lost the one they lost last night. They didn't have a lot of players. Didn't have Wiggins. Didn't have Hawkes. Didn't have Jovic. But I mean, at the end of the day,
how's the Wiggins experience?
He's doing all right since he's after like post All-Star break.
Same old Wiggins,
but I mean, just one of those things where it's like I know what to expect with Wiggins. Like when money's on the line, like that's not really. I'm fine if he gets some plays and gets some shots, but like they don't got a guy now. I'm hoping Hero can do that.
Tyler Hero's the guy.
I'm hoping Hero. I mean, Hero's a clutch player, but at the end of the day,
where's the defensive player of the year at?
Don't get me started on Bam. Bam had a good game yesterday. It wasn't Bam's fault.
Mr. 3-point shooter.
But no, Tyler Hero. I mean, he just again, it's going to take some time for him to get used to. I think having to be the guy without Jimmy there. Hero has made big shots. Not as open. Hero has made big shots his entire career. I'm not trying to downplay his clutchness and his clutch shot making, but it is different now when everyone knows it's going to be you. And so he made some big ones yesterday to kind of keep the lead and everything, but he had a really bad turnover where he didn't get the ball across before the 16 seconds. I thought it was a little quick start by the referee in the shot clock, but whatever. End of the day, I blame Pat Riley for this because again, you pissed off your star player, and now you're left with all this, all because you didn't want to give him the 1 year. So I can't wait to see who Pat Riley swings and misses on next as a big superstar, and then they're left with this same group of bullshit players, not bullshit players, but just mediocre 6-7 seed in the East, right? I mean, I gotta call a spade a spade, Joe. I gotta call a spade a spade.
Dame, you giving Pat Riley,
Donovan Mitchell. What have you done for me lately? KD, twice. I mean, these are a lot of people that. Who are you going to get to put next to Jimmy? Who are you going to put with Jimmy?
Phil Jackson ending.
I don't think it's quite that bad. Not quite that bad. Right? Has gone to 2 finals in the last 5 years. So
Phil Jackson is the beginning of the Phil Jackson era. There's a whole generation. There's a whole generation who thinks Phil Jackson is terrible, though.
Frank, whatever his name was, the point guard from France.
Nikila, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
I think he was sabotaging them on purpose, bro.
Maybe, but
Phil Jackson. There's a whole generation of kids who think Phil Jackson is terrible. That was cruddy. Pat Riley on his way.
Good run, Pat. Good run, Pat. But it might be time, bro.